Hi everyone, I'm JD, welcome back to my channel. So I got a video of my finished Granny Chic journal. Originally I had made this journal for me, but I didn't like how I had made it originally because it had sewing in it and pockets and a bit of embellishing, and because I made it last year I didn't actually know that I prefer my journals just totally blank. Lots of variety of pages but blank, no pockets, no sewing, no nothing. So what I ended up doing was altering it. I took it apart and I turned it into 3 journals, which was really exciting. I still have one left on my shelf. Hang on, let me get it. So this was one of the other ones that I made from this journal, and there was also another one like this. So I was pretty impressed to be able to get 3 journals out of the one. And then I've done a flip through of those other journals already, but I haven't done a final flip through of my one. My one's a bit different. My cover has this beautiful fabric. It's one of my all-time favourite fabrics, and it has 6 signatures. 2, 4, 6. This is one of the linen journals that I made last year. I love this cover so much that I kept it. And it's my Granny Chic journal because I have incorporated pages from the Granny Chic book, and this is one of the cover pieces. And this was also one of the cover pieces. And all of the pages, the feature pages, come from the Granny Chic book, like this one here. And then interspersed between those is only coffee dyed paper and various types of vintage ledger paper. So it's very, very blank, but we've got some pops of colour from my favourite pages from Granny Chic. I think I did one in the middle of each signature. Oh no, I didn't. Some are in the middle, some are scattered on the outside, and some are somewhere in the middle, in between. But yeah, it's my style of journal, because now I get asked sometimes, why do you like blank journals? Why do you like them unembellished? And the answer is that I like having a clean canvas to work on, because I don't know what I want to put on the page until I know what I'm journaling about. But if there's already something there, like a pocket or an embellishment there, it limits me. It stops me from doing whatever I want on the page. But if it's a blank page, I can do whatever I want. No limits. Sky's the limit. I love this picture here. And I think that's what I love as a creator, is having a blank canvas to work on that is just full of possibilities with absolutely no limits, that I can just do whatever I want when I feel like it at the time. I don't know, I just get a real kick out of that. It gives me so much joy. So it just took me a while to figure that out, that's how I liked my journal set up. I love this chair. It's so pretty. And because the way it was before with the sewing and the pockets and the embellishing, I loved the journal so much, but I couldn't bring myself to use it because it felt too limiting, it felt too narrow, and it felt like it was already a journal made up, and to be able to put my own spin into it, it felt too limiting, that's all. Sorry if you can hear that crunching in the background. My cat is just playing with some toys, or a toy that is crunching up. So now this makes my heart happy. There's a few feature pages, there's a bit of colour, there's a bit of florals, a bit of inspiration, but most of them are the blanks, the coffee dye. The vintage ledger paper breaks it up too, gives it a bit of interest. But yeah, as you can see, very blank, very plain, but it makes my heart happy. This is another one of my favourite pages, so gorgeous. And because I did buy the Granny Chic book again, I'm simply using that book to have on my desk, to pull out whenever I want and cut out pieces of ephemera is what I call it. So whenever I see a picture that I like a flower or a frame or a bird, I'll just cut it out and that's my ephemera. And that way I can decorate the pages when I come to them. And so I know not everyone is like me, of course. Some people love having a fully embellished journal. Some people just like having something on the page to have a starting point, to give them inspiration and ideas. A blank page scares them, a blank page is too blank, and I totally understand that, and I thought I might be the same, but as I just kept trying and making myself journals and figuring things out, yeah, I definitely learned that for me, my style of journaling is to prefer to have a blank page that I can then do whatever I want to it without it being limited by something that's already there. So what I say to that is, the point of this story is find what works for you. We're all different. You might be one of those people who loves blank pages like me, or you might be like some others I know who definitely need something on the page. You might be someone who needs a lot on the page, or you might be someone who just needs a little pocket or something as a starting off point. I know some people love fully patterned pages, like loaded journal with pattern pages and bright and colourful. Others like the more neutral and blank. Me, I thought I would like more patterns next to each other, you know, like this one being next to, I don't know, this one or something, or this one. And I tried that as well with some journals, and I found I didn't like it again because the pattern on the page, I tend to really struggle to cover up patterns on pages. And for example, this page, I would just leave it as is. So that's where I worked out that I actually need blank pages, because they're the ones that I feel comfortable covering over. Whereas other people, a blank page, they're just like, I don't know what to do with that. But when they come to a pattern page, they're like, yep, I know exactly what to do. I'm going to cover this, I'm going to cover that. So we're all different. And so I hope that this little ramble encourages you just to keep making journals, keep seeing what works for you. The more you do it, the more you'll find what works for you, how embellished you like it, what types of pages you like, the number of pages. That took me a while to learn as well. I used to try and stuff my journals full with like 12, 13, 14 pages, and I have now got it down to like 6, 7 pages per signature, because I just add so much to the pages that the journal bulks up. And that's another thing we can talk about, alligator mouth. Some people love alligator mouth in a chunky journal. Me, I like a very narrow journal, or a journal essentially that fits the width of the spine. So by the time I fill this up, my ideal is that I will get to here, but I know I'll probably get to more like this unless I take pages out. Anyway, that's a bit of a ramble about my journal and journaling styles and what I've found that works for me. That I hope it's encouraging or inspiring to you to go out there, make journals for yourself, and find what works for you. And let me know in the comments what does work for you, if you do know. I'd love to hear, because we're all different, and that's the point. We don't have to journal the same way as other people. We don't have to make the same journals as other people. We can do what we love that suits us. So awesome, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.